AI is going to steal my coaching business. Oh my God, with technology coming out, there's not going to be a need for online coaches. Bro, shut up. Are you serious? Every single year, there's something that gives people an excuse not to work on their coaching business. Last year was Trump. Year before that, it was the pandemic. I don't even want to say the word. Year before that, it was Black Lives Matter. Year before that, it was George Clooney. You guys, every single year, you make an excuse not to work on your online coaching. Well, I don't know. The market seems pretty sus right now. Do you see what's happening with Bitcoin? Do you see what's happening with JD Trump? Do you see what's happening with George Clooney? What are we talking about? Are you serious? You're gonna use AI as an excuse not to grow your coaching business? You're absolutely insane. I'll tell you this, okay? First things first, AI is not going to steal your coaching business. It's just not gonna happen. What is gonna steal your coaching business is the fact that you're too lazy to do posting on social media. That's besides the point, right? Now, AI by itself is a tool that you can use to make your coaching business more efficient, but AI by itself is not going to replace humans. In this video, I'm going to teach you about the number one thing that you need to focus on in order to make sure that you don't get your business stolen by AI, by a recession, by George Clooney, or by any other movement that comes out once a year for everybody else to follow along like sheep. Step number one, build a personal brand. The reason that I post 6 times a day, 7 days a week on social media is because my personal brand is bulletproof. It doesn't matter what happens in the outside world. I know for a fact that I can go to my Instagram audience and I can make a post about an offer and I can make money. Because I built a personal brand, a strong personal brand, it does not matter what happens in the economy. It does not matter what happens in the world. I will always have an audience of people that know me, like me, and trust me. That's also why I post 2 YouTube videos a week for you guys. That's also why I post 3 to 5 podcast episodes a week for you guys. And because I understand that my personal brand is the number one thing that's going to carry me through any recession or anything that happens with AI, because people recognize me, my face, and my brand. So if you're not building a personal brand right now, I don't know what to tell you. My definition of a personal brand is you're actually talking on camera. If you're one of those dorks that post 6-second videos, like trending videos with like no words and just somebody else's content, or just you're hiding behind your face or whatever the doing that isn't talking to the camera, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Because all you got to do is pick up a podcast mic like this. Hey, look at this podcast mic. It's $200, okay? Or a microphone that's glued to the podcast mic, a DJI. Pick it up and talk to it like this. Once a day, every day, 7 days a week. You do that, doesn't matter what happens in the outside world, I promise you your business isn't gonna grow. But Brian, I don't have time to post content 7 times a week. Yeah, I know, you're right, because you're busy working 9 to 5 for somebody else, building somebody else's dream. It takes you 10 minutes a day to post on social media, to take out your camera and actually talk to it. But you don't have the courage to do it because you're afraid of going all in on something that you actually care about, and you'd rather work 9 to 5 for a paycheck for somebody else for the rest of your life. I don't know what to tell you, okay? Number one, build a personal brand. Number two, identify how much money you need to live. I call this your base monthly expenses, okay? So car, rent, gas, whatever other base monthly expenses that you have, and figure out what that number is. For me, when I first got started, that number was $4,000. That's what all my monthly expenses were. And so I knew with my online coaching business, I needed to be generating at least $4,000 worth of revenue in order to live a life. So that's what I focused on. That became my target and that became my goal. So once you identify what your base monthly expenses are, you can set that as a goal for your online coaching business, and then you can just spend every single hour working towards that goal, knowing that once you hit that goal, you'll be able to sustain yourself full time. Number three, stop investing in all these new things like Bitcoin, stocks, Tesla, AI, and all that, and invest in yourself. You wanna know why? Because you are the number one income generator in your entire life. The money that you spend investing in yourself, investing in your knowledge, investing in your skills, investing in becoming a better content creator, investing in becoming a better salesperson, investing in becoming a better coach, is going to pay you in dividends that none of these other returns will ever be able to pay you. Period. If you develop skills, your skills will make you more money. It's very basic. But so many of you guys are focused on the tangible things that you can see, touch, and taste. Like, okay, I can see that if I invest in Bitcoin, the chances of me doubling my money in the next year are like, 50%. And so I'm just gonna take the money that I have, invest in Bitcoin, and then you don't have any life skills. So then you go out into the world and you try to do something meaningful with your life, that where you have purpose and you are contributing and you have value, but because you don't have any skills, because you're investing your money in Bitcoin, stocks, real estate, Tesla, AI, or all this other stuff, you as a person are not valuable. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. I had to come to that realization myself. And so once you identify what your base monthly expenses are and you start making more money in that, all of that extra capital should be deployed in investing in you and making you a more valuable resource. For the first 5 years that I ran my online coaching business, I didn't take a payout. I was investing every extra dollar that I could back into my business for the first 5 years. I want you to think about that for a second. That includes 2 years of PT Domination, my coaching business right now that generates over $10 million a year. We've generated over $35 million in sales. Look at the Stripe account. I didn't take a payout for the first 2 years of that business. I invested $50,000 in this mentor, $100,000 in this mentor, $100,000 in this mentor, because I knew that the money that I was keeping in the account to reinvest back into the business was gonna pay me in dividends that I couldn't even try to get anywhere else. So like, yeah, you guys see me driving the Lamborghini now. You guys see me in the fancy house. You see me with the mansion. What you don't see is I didn't take a payout for 2 years. I invested every extra dollar I had in myself. And because of that, I became a more valuable person that had more to contribute to society. So I started making more money. Number 4, learn how to use AI. You need to learn it. All right, like AI isn't gonna steal your coaching business, but it sure as hell is gonna make you more efficient. So like figure out how you can use AI to be a cheat code. I was joking with Nick because he used ChatGPT to write this YouTube script, but then I thought it was funny. It's true, it gave me a baseline, and now I'm just riffing off the top of my head and sharing with you guys the information that's in my mind. But we used ChatGPT as a baseline to come up with this script, and then we delivered it to you guys in a way that's actually, valuable and true for me. I use AI as an advantage. I'm not afraid that AI is gonna take my job because AI can't be Brian Mark. AI can't have this sexy ass personality with this good looking beard, okay? It can try, it can make a clone of me, but it's not gonna replace me. But I'm gonna utilize AI to my advantage, and I'm gonna understand that there's other people in the space that are using AI, and if I don't start learning how to use it myself, I'm going to get left behind. I'm gonna be like my grandpa who only has a home phone, doesn't have a smartphone, and sure as doesn't know what an iPhone is, okay? I don't wanna be that guy. So I'm gonna use AI to my advantage, not get replaced by AI. And number 5, understand this concept. If you're not growing, you're dying. That sounds like a very intense statement. I'm gonna explain what that basically means. If I plant a flower in my garden and I water it every single day, it's gonna grow. If I stop watering that flower, does it just stop growing and stay the exact same place that it was, or does it die? The flower dies. That's how nature works. And that's how your personal development works as well. So if you wanna build a coaching business that generates $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 a month, if you build it to a certain level, then all of a sudden you're like, well, I'm gonna stop watering my flower now. I'm gonna start posting on social media now. I don't wanna take any more sales calls now. I wanna take a break now. Your business isn't just gonna stay in the exact same place. It's gonna die. It's gonna slowly but surely, clients are gonna leave you. You're not gonna be signing new clients, so your business is gonna get smaller and smaller. So if you're gonna play this game and you actually wanna build a coaching business that generates revenue for a long period of time, then you need to be so consistent that people cannot ignore you. Just be so consistent that you break through the noise. Be so persistent that people cannot help but notice your. And when you get that consistent and that good over a long enough period of time, it doesn't matter what happens in the outside world because eventually you will get noticed. Hope this helps. Subscribe to the YouTube. Peace.